These are the most depressing episode of The Simpsons, Boys of Bummer. It starts on sunny Saturday. Milhouse is chosen for the on-field contest. The plan is simple: catch a routine pop fly and win a prize. But Milhouse gets nervous and asks Bart to do it for him. Bart steps forward confidently. The ball comes down, and he drops it. That single moment turns the entire stadium against him.
Get off! He's just a kid!
Oh, hey, that's the guy what created him!
Adults blame him for the team's loss. Businesses put up signs with "No Bart Allowed." Everywhere he goes, the town treats him like an enemy. Bart tries to ignore the insults, but the pressure gets worse. He walks through town seeing posters, headlines, even kids mocking him. The weight of the mistake becomes too heavy, so he climbed up the water tank, and we got one of the most depressing moments of The Simpsons.
See? I hate me too. Now we can be friends again. Bart, stop! No one's mad at you anymore, right?
Yeah. Jump!
Eventually, with support from Lisa and Marge, Bart decides to try again and make things right. At the next big game, Bart is given a chance for redemption. Another fly ball comes his way. This time, he stays focused and catches it. The crowd cheers.
And 78.
His reputation is restored, and the episode ends with Springfield quickly switching back to loving him again. Moving on, Mother Simpson. The episode starts with Homer faking his death so he won't have to clean up trash at the power plant. When the government clears his file, they discover something unexpected. His mother, Mona Simpson, is listed as alive.
You awful, awful man! Get out of my son's grave!
I hate to rain on your parade, lady, but this is my grave. Hey, wait a minute. Mom?
Homer is shocked. He hasn't seen her since childhood. They return home, and the family welcomes her warmly. Homer is excited, showing her his room and sharing old memories.
Something fishy about Grandma. Whenever we ask her where she's been all this time, she changes the subject. And just now, when a police car drove by, she ran into the house. Yeah, I don't trust her either. I was going through her purse. Look what I found. Mona Simpson, Mona Stevens, Martha Stewart, Penelope Olson, Muddy May Suggins. These are the calling cards of a con artist. Mother Simpson, we'd like to ask you a few questions about your past.
Can't reminisce. Sleeping.
Spill it, Muddy May. We're calling the cops.
Please don't.
Later, Mona reveals the truth. She didn't abandon the family for no reason. Years ago, she got involved in a protest against Mr. Burns' illegal germ warfare project. After accidentally causing an explosion,
Wait a minute. Bronchial tubes clearing. Asthma disappearing. Acne remains, but asthma disappearing.
she became a wanted fugitive and had to disappear. She explained she always wanted to return, but couldn't risk being caught. For a short time, Homer finally gets to feel what it's like to have his mother again. They talk, bond, and share peaceful moments. But Mr. Burns eventually discovers she's in town.
I know that woman. From when? What capacity? It's her.
Police arrive, and Mona realizes she must leave again to stay safe. She quietly says goodbye to the family. Homer drives her to a cliffside road. They share one last hug before she goes. The famous last shot shows Homer sitting alone on the hood of his car, watching the taillights fade into the distance. Next we have Bart gets an F. The episode opens with Bart struggling in school as usual. Mrs. Krappable warns him that if he fails one more history exam, he'll repeat the 4th grade. Bart panics. He tries different ways to study, group study, asking Martin for help, and even trying to bribe him, but nothing works. Eventually, Bart sincerely tries to improve. He studies late into the night. He even prays, asking for just one passing grade.
I just need one more day to study, Lord. I need your help. Prayer, the last refuge of a scoundrel. A teacher strike, a power failure, a blizzard, anything that'll cancel school tomorrow. I know it's asking a lot, but if anyone can do it, you can. Thanking you in advance, your pal, Bart Simpson.
The next day, the test begins. Bart puts in real effort, but still finds the questions difficult. When Mrs. Krappable returns the results, Bart sees another F. He breaks down emotionally, insisting that he genuinely tried, which was very hard to watch for many viewers, which make this episode more depressing.
I would think you'd be used to failing by now.
No, you don't understand. I really tried this time. I really tried.
There.
This is as good as I can do, and I still failed. Am I kidding? I really am a failure. Now I know how George Washington felt when he surrendered Fort Necessity to the French in 1754.
What?
Oh, you know 1754, the famous defeat of the French.
My God, Bart, you're right.
It realizes Bart did show improvement on one historical topic, George Washington crossing the Delaware. Because of this progress, she decides to give him an extra point, raising his grade to a D-, just enough to pass. Bart celebrates, relieved that his effort paid off. Moving on, Homer's enemy. Frank Grimes, a hardworking and serious man who survived a difficult life.
Frank never got to go to school. He spent his childhood years as a delivery boy, delivering toys to more fortunate children. Then, on his 18th birthday, he was blown up in a silo explosion. During his long recuperation, he taught himself to hear and feel pain again. As the years passed, he used his few leisure moments each day to study science by mail. And last week, Frank Grimes, the man who had to struggle for everything he ever got, received his correspondence school diploma in nuclear physics with a minor.
Is hired at the power plant. He is the exact opposite of Homer. Grimes quickly becomes frustrated after seeing how irresponsible Homer is. Despite constantly making mistakes, Homer keeps his job, has a nice family, and lives comfortably, things Grimes struggled his whole life to achieve. At first, Grimes politely tries to correct Homer, but Homer's behavior only gets worse. Homer ruins his work, misunderstands instructions, and still gets praised by others. Grimes becomes increasingly irritated as everyone around him treats Homer like a lovable guy. Even when Homer wins an award for a home he didn't actually build, the plant employees cheer for him. Grimes reaches his breaking point. During a fit of frustration inside the power plant, he sarcastically copies Homer's careless actions to show how dangerous they are. He grabs electrical wires without protective gear, just like Homer often does. But unlike Homer, Grimes doesn't survive. The plant holds a funeral, where Homer accidentally causes a distraction.
Change the channel, Marge!
And the episode ends on a dark, quiet note. Last on the list, Mother Makes 3.
Please.
Time, Bart. Oh, here's a cute one. He's all tuckered out.
Why aren't there any pictures of Maggie?
The episode starts with Homer telling the kids why there are no baby photos of Maggie. The story goes back when Homer finally quit his hated job at the power plant. He gets his dream job at the bowling alley, his favorite place in town. He's happy, relaxed, and enjoying life.
Did you have to be so graphic?
It's okay, Marge. They paved the way for this kind of filth in school.
But then Marge reveals she's pregnant again. Homer panics because they can't afford another baby without his old salary. He tries to keep his bowling job, but realizes the money won't be enough. He returns to the power plant and begs Mr. Burns for his job back. Burns agrees, but humiliates Homer by hanging a large sign above his workstation. Don't forget, you're here forever. Homer quietly accepts it. When Maggie is born, Homer instantly falls in love with her. He saves every picture of her smiling, crawling, and holding his hand. Back in the present time, Lisa asks again why there are no baby photos of Maggie. Homer takes the kids to the power plant and shows them the truth. He placed Maggie's photos on top of the mocking sign, covering certain letters so that it now reads, "Do it for her." Guys, if you have any idea for next video, please comment and get chance to feature in my next video.